All right, now that we have our authentication all set up, we can go ahead and demonstrate how it's going to work now that we have the database doing the authentication. So first things you want to do is go to your boot dashboard and start your project. Wait for this to load up. All right, once it's done loading up, you can open up Postman. And now we're gonna make a REST call to our customer and get this customer. This customer does exist. However, I'm not using any authentication, so we should get a 401. So let me send this off. Here we go, 401 unauthorized. That is correct. Now we're going to make a request to create a user. So remember our user's resource was user/users. So we're going to post to /users, and we need to add the JSON. So we'll need a username. And the username I'm going to use is API user. Let me move that out of the way. So API user. And then use a password. And the password I'm going to use is change me. And then we need enabled. This is to let Spring know if it's enabled or not. And we will put true. All right. So these are the 3 fields that we need, and we're going to make this REST call to this users. Remember that this /users is not being authenticated, so anyone can send to this request. That's why it should work with me not having any authorization here. So send. We should get these credentials back, but this password will be encoded. See, so our password is encoded, and I have API user and true. So we know this successfully sent. So now we have a user that is in our database. Matter of fact, let's take a look at that. All right. So if we go select star from users, we can see here's our API user. And here is our password, which is the same as down here. And then 1 is for enabled. So probably should stretch this out. Okay. So we got an API user password, which is the same that's down here. And then 1 is true. If it was false, it would be 0 here. So, all right. So we know our user is in the database now. So let's use these credentials to make that same get call that we tried to make earlier. So /customer /8. That was the call that we were trying to make earlier. Now we can go to basic auth, put in our user, API user, and put in our password, which is change me. So you know that's what I put, change me. All right, and go back to the body. Actually, we can just go to none, because this is a get request. We don't pass request body with a get. And then you can do send, and we should get back this user's information. All right, there we go. See, ID 8, Jane Doe, Jane, last name Doe. All right, date of birth. So that's how you can have database driven authentication. So we have added basic authentication, and this is it for this. We will be moving on, though. I will see you guys in the next lesson.